The last time that a sizable investment was made in buildings for this school system was in 1990 when CARA was enacted. We were basically forced by the state to dedicate money to buildings. That was over 30 years ago. So I see what we're trying to do now as a generational investment. 30 years ago, we invested in our schools, and now it's time for this community to make another generational investment in the future.
Instead of settling for the status quo, the leadership of LaRue County Schools has embarked on proposing our ability to increase the funding to provide for a mechanism that allows our district to tap into additional state funding for our facilities and meeting those needs. That's called the Enhanced Facility Funding. That will help us to expand, build, and improve our career and technical education opportunities.
As a board member, I see our children needing an education and needing a future that our school right now can't provide. I would be irresponsible to not look to what can we do? How can we prepare our kids? How can we give our kids an education to be able to get out and be local plumbers, local electricians, local business owners to contribute positively to our society?
In the past year, there's been an unusual confluence of events in our state. First, the General Assembly passed House Bill 566. Part of this bill indicated that only those districts that passed the 10-cent equivalent tax would be eligible to receive state funding for their facility improvements and expansions.
As parents, we all want the best for our children. But as a community member, I also want that for my neighbors' children. And when we know the facts, there is no better time than to act on this than now. We believe in the future of LaRue County, and this is a pinnacle point for us to decide not only where our schools go, but where our community will go as well.
The General Assembly also passed House Bill 566. This legislation gives parents the choice of where to send their students, and the students' tax money goes with them to the new district. Now, districts have to compete to maintain their student population.
In business, there's a cost for doing nothing. Some call it a lost opportunity cost. What happens is you end up not making a decision, or you end up pushing off that decision till later, which ends up in the long run costing you a lot more money based on the opportunities that you do not have because you're not in that position.
We recently met with representatives of Ford's Educational Division. They indicated that for those in the workforce at the Glendale plant, there are over 1,000 different job descriptions that they have to fill at that facility.
As a business owner in this community and as a parent of 3 kids, it has been important to me that our schools are invested in our community. I see that as the most important role that I have on the school board. As we have looked through finances, more and more of our money is going to maintenance and not to the things that our kids really need. That's how I came to the point that it's time for us to invest in our schools.
I think we do an injustice to them if we don't do everything we can. And it is an investment that's long-term. It's a future for kids that maybe don't see college as something that they want to go do, but yet they see, maybe I could help with HVAC, maybe I could help fix things.
One of the things I keep thinking about is what my future grandkids will be saying to me down the road. That we took this opportunity back in the day. We took that risk. We understood the cost was worth it to give them the future that they so deserve.
And no, you may not have children in school right now, but everyone needs a plumber. Everyone needs an electrician. Everyone needs somebody to work on their heating and air. Those are the opportunities that I see in providing this.
Our LaRue County community needs to make lots of investments if we are to move forward as a community. The schools are just one of them, but it's the one that I sit in a position to know the intricate details of, and that I want to tell everybody why it's important for our community and for our kids to make this investment.
LaRue County's at a crossroads. The decisions that we make today will impact us far into the future. We can choose to stay the same, or we can choose to grow. The choice is ours.